was you. I am so grateful. Each and every time you just get to spend time with me, whether you're spending time with me live, whether you're spending time with me later on. Either way, the fact that you're taking time out of your very busy, whether you're a busy, whether you're a busy person, out of your very busy schedule, to be here with me is an absolute honor. Sorry, my eye keeps going. Tell me why I didn't adjust my light. This because I have a light here, and I feel like it's looking. Can someone tell me if they can see me? Can you see me? Because I don't know how. Now I'm scared to move. I might just knock something over. But I think we're okay, Pella. Guys, new hair, new me. But my friend and I were a bit concerned about the volume. Even though I wanted volume. But I felt like we volumed too high. We volumed too much. But we both consoled each other. It's like, no, it'll go down. And that was me and debating. No, it'll go. It'll go down. Trezor says, you're a seed friend. Thank you so much. Listen, I want to take this time to really appreciate my day ones, right? Firstly, the top 4 soldiers and generals that were with me on my very, very first episode. That was a hot mess. It was Matilda, it was Tmalek, it was Trezor, and it was Jo Marie. So you ladies really, for this season, just like to appreciate you, because if it wasn't for you being with me on the first episode, I don't know if I would have really made it to this final episode. And also a special thank you to Trezor, as well as Ntebaleng. They are always live, like, and commenting, and they're the ones. And for those that always share, oh, sorry, it's my AirPods. And for those that always are sharing, just posting, and I know the one that always watches later on and still tags and does the things is Ruke, and I want to appreciate her so very much also. And it's just been such a whirlwind. I'm sorry I can't mention everybody, because you guys must don't tag me. You don't tag me. You in my comment section, comment, Pella, guys. Especially since today, last episode, can you say a little something? Can you comment? Okay. Ukama, who is here? Even if you're here later on, even later, say a little something. Yeah, there's one person that's always on me in terms of the quality of my production. That she watches later on. Liz, she always catches it later because she's usually working. So Liz, I have heard, what happened with the sound? Seba, what happened with this? Thank you so much, babes. I really also appreciate you so much. I appreciate you very, very much. Okay. Let's get to today, and as per usual, we have to get to our Umjolo news, and our Umjolo news. If you're single and you don't have children and you worked in China under this company, it was it was going to be very hectic, because there's one international company that has told its employees to get married or get fired, and the directive was sent out to all unmarried people between the ages of 28 to 58. Here's the news story.
Get married or get fired. That's what a Chinese chemical manufacturing company said in a memo to its employees aged between 28 and 58, giving them 6 months to tie the knot or else. They were informed that if they didn't get married and establish a family by the third quarter, the company would terminate their contracts. They also called employees who are unmarried disloyal to the country. It's a stark turnaround from China's decades-long one-child policy, which has created an ageing population. Authorities are now trying to increase marriage and birth rates and are considering lowering the legal marriage age to 18. It's currently 22 for men and 20 for women. Women have also been subjected to intrusive phone calls from public officials asking on when they plan to get pregnant. This particular company withdrew the policy after legal concerns and an extensive public backlash, but the broader push for people to get hitched remains.
they killed me there by they're getting calls. It wasn't just an email that was sent out. No, 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 no. They were each individually. Imagine you are in a huge company, because this company is let's say, it's the Xintian Chemical Group. They're based in eastern China, in the Shandong province. I hope I pronounced that right. And they're about 1,200. That's a lot of employees. That's a lot of phone calls to actually make. And they recently got that email, and they were saying that anyone who's unmarried between the ages of 28 and 58, even, listen to me now, including those that are divorced. So even if you tried this thing before and the thing did not thing, they are still dragging you into that mess, into telling you that maybe get married again. Imagine you just got out of a hectic marriage that traumatized you out of trauma, and you get to work, and HR is telling you, yeah, you need to go back to the lion's den. You need to figure it out and make it back into the lion's den. I want to tell you some of the language that they used in that particular email. But first, let me recognize some of you. Zenzi's here. Zenzi's here saying hi, Bo. And Treza says, what kind of company is this now? It's a chemical group company, Treza. It's a chemical group company, sweetie. That's the kind of group it is. So let's get to some of the language that was used in the email. So in the email, they said, resolve your personal marriage issues. They even gave them a deadline by the 30th of September 2025. Yes, this is a recent email. By September 30th, 2025. Okay? And then it says, if not completed by the first quarter, you must write a self-reflection. So quarter one, still no boyfriend, no fiance, no pregnancy. You have to reevaluate yourself, write that self-reflection, and you send it to HR. Okay. And then, if not completed by second quarter, the company will conduct an evaluation. If quarter two, now you don't self-evaluate yourself. No, now you come and sit down with HR, and then they ask you, and then what is your life? How is your life supposed to continue like this? And then it's continued to say, if you cannot get married and establish a family by the third quarter, the company will terminate your labor contract. Please take note. So not only are we under attack from society, from our family members, now also, kindly find attached, as per my previous email, clearly this email did not find them well. They're also coming for you. So really, it's safe to say, no, that email did not find them well. At all. Now, the Chinese media reported that officials from the local Human Resources and Social Security Bureau, they then visited the company and they were pointing out that the policy violated Chinese labor law, and the company, that's when now it withdrew their new policy. So what are your thoughts? Treza says, Dafem. Zenzi says, they can keep their jobs, Jeb. Hey, Mara, Zenzi, Pella, in this economy. Can I, in this economy, afford to lose a job? But on a serious note, if you got an email like this, and you know, it's tough bananas out there, guys, I think I might just get married. I think, you know what I would do? I would, and I'm playing devil's advocate here. Because this is very much giving Handmaid's Tale, it's also tantamount to, you know, when you get an email from your manager and your boss during the weekend, like you're attacking my privacy. But let's just say nobody stepped in. And the country is fine with the new policy, actually, because, you know, China is trying to increase their population size because, you know, it's dwindling. Yes, yeah, I know the irony. Like, the most populated country in the world is having a declining population. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And they are really very much, you heard in the news story, very much bothered by it. So if now the country that you live in, or Namibia, because, you know, our founding father already told us to repopulate, guys, please, we know this. There was a mandate that was given to us a couple of years ago. We were told we're too few there in Namibia. We have to make babies. So say there's a new mandate that is given by the country, and the company now, no one is coming to your defense. What are you going to do? Are you going to say, Shem, another job. This can't come. So let me tell you what I would do. Judge me. It's fine. I will talk to another single employee who is fine. Not just because, guys, office romance, it stresses me out. But someone who is a lavender marriage nyana or an agreement, it's fine. We can keep our separate apartments and just keep our jobs. Let's just get married. But now it comes, the child part is where I'm stuck. I am stuck there by the company requires the child. The primary objective is not the marriage. The primary objective of this is the child, because they said it in that email. In that email at the end, I remember they said that, them as the employees, they are being disloyal and disobedient to the country's plea. The country's plea is to raise the population size. So that's the number one thing. The number one thing is really child. So now I'm thinking maybe we can make an agreement between him and I just to make one child. Oh, guys. Because now what must happen, guys? Let's say Sibo will be the first to go. It's true, though. I will be the first to pack my bags. You cannot force me to be married and have a child, guys. Why are you in my ovaries? Why? Zezi says my mental health is key. Thereby Pezulu. But can I tell you where I would also, playing devil's advocate again, where I would also give in a little bit? If the company or the country is telling me we are giving you some form of incentive, is there some sort of benefit, some sort of incentive, Nyana? Are you taking care of certain things? Like, is childcare going to be 100% taken care of? Like, from 0 to university or even 0 to grade 12, right? Yeah. And are you going to now also take care of medical aid? Is healthcare also going to be provided by the company or the country? Because, hey, So I think for me, primarily those two things. Maybe you can throw in paying for my wedding. If you can pay for my wedding or my honeymoon, okay, choose between my honeymoon and my wedding. Then we can have a conversation, because already I can barely take care of my own cares. I am barely medical aiding. I am a child that is in need of child care. Now you want me to bring another child to care for on the same salary. Also, are you increasing my salary? Like, this policy needs to give me something to make me go, okay, this makes sense. Because yes, even the proposal was not just met with skepticism because this is my personal life, stay out of my business, but also because the Chinese social media users and the people, some of whom noted that there really is high unemployment rate amongst the people. One commenter was saying that when you don't even have the ability to make money, do you want to have a baby for your parents to raise? Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Your parents will be the one that I now have to cause how? You get me? So without those incentives, Pella, but no, this is too much, guys. As single people, we can't rest. We can't enjoy our singleness without someone coming for us. Oh, guys. But the fact that they were also confident enough to even send out that email lets me know that there is going to be some form of internal pressure. You guys, we know office politics. Do you know what I mean? Because there has to have been more than just it being a mandate from the government to. There's something in, maybe there's a tax break that is for the company, because make it make sense. The other thing that shocked me was the age range. The age range was between 28, which is fine, to 58. How at 58, marriage I see, but how at 58 am I having my firstborn or my lastborn? Say you already had kids, but now you're divorced because the divorced people were pushed in there. You are 58 thinking, you know what, I'm done, kids settled, I'm going to live my best life. And your company goes, yeah, no, we need 1, 2 or 3 more children from you. That age group was diabolical. That age group was hella crazy. At least 28 to, should I say 42? Am I pushing it? You tell me, am I pushing it to say 42? Or should I say 40? When are we done having kids, guys? When do we feel like, as a human being, but I know it's a personal decision also, but I feel like you don't want to be dealing, and I'm talking about fresh baby, I don't want to be dealing with diapers in my 50s. Truth be spoken. And that's just me. I don't want to be in my 50s with diapers. I can be now 40 or something. But 50, see, fresh, where? At night, waking up, where? 50, 55, 50. Hi, Lordy. But that's what's happening in the world, guys. That's what's happening in the world. And that was your Umjolo news. Let's get to our swipe and tell. Oh, righty. So 21 days that I've been online dating. I won't lie. I'm tired now and I'm so happy I'm done and I'm going to take a break. I'll probably come back maybe Kasama with the 2.0. Woo! But no, season 2 of 30 Plus and In the Wild is going to focus on IRL. In real life, dating in real life, how we as women who are 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus, how can we put ourselves out there beautifully so, and where in the actual world are these men, where so I really wanted season 2 to focus on that, just as season 1 we're focusing more on online dating because statistics has been showing. Sorry, I just caught myself saying statistics right from the first go. Because the word statistics can dribble you. Statistically speaking. No, it can dribble you. So I'm sorry. My brain just went, girl, did you just say statistics? In a statistics kind of statistically way? Of course you statistize. Forgive me, I like to rant. But yes, so I was saying statistically speaking, online dating for everybody, not just the mature daters, really is connecting people more online than it was in the real life. But not to say that in the real life we still can't. So I just want to give a little bit of weight to season 1 to give online dating some few tips and tricks for those of us that really want to put out there, and especially for people that are from either small cities, small countries, small things, small towns, and you don't have access to the metropolitan city. But even those that are in the big metropolis, I can say statistics, metropolis is the one that's giving me problem. But yeah, in big cities, they're also really finding it very hard, and they're more so on online dating than anywhere else. So that was season 1. So we're wrapping it up. I looked at 3 for this second leg of the trip, and I was looking at Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge because those were again the top 3 most used dating sites in Southern Africa. And I have my top 3 from number 3 to number 1. So at number 3, I am quite surprised. At number 3 is Bumble. I thought Bumble would either be number 2 or number 1. As you know, Bumble is girls making the first move, or right now it's women making the first plea. Okay, and let's go through the pros and cons of Bumble that I liked. It was pretty, but it was passive overall. And the cons were the algorithm is really well designed. It had my preferences in mind. It could pick it up easily. The interface was sleek and it was friendly. The cons, though, my goodness, and I don't think it is Bumble's fault per se. It's more its users, really, especially, and I'm in a whole Johannesburg, guys, imagine. So I found many empty profiles. There was little to no effort from the users, really. The matches were slow and delayed responses. And again, I think the slow matches were more so because I am very, not strict, but purposeful when I swipe. I don't just swipe for swiping's sake. Okay, so because the profiles are already of poor quality, like for me, if you don't have bio and you have your pictures are memes, if it's guans, you're not even filling in your profile properly. You're saying funny things. I'm swiping left all the time. So that's why also my matches were a bit slow, because there's a criteria in which meets my. I'm sounding so the bougie about it. There's a criteria you have to meet, but there is. So it felt like also there weren't enough quality matches for me, simply because the mans on the app were not making an effort. You will just find them just hitting you with the pictures, and that's about it. And I'm not about that life. I need to get to a little bit about you in order for me to swipe. And so maybe I should also do a season just to help men optimize their profiles on, on these dating apps for us. And I'm doing it more for us so that at least we have a better chance of getting things out of them and really get to match quality people, because they don't seem like they're bad guys. It's just that there's no effort, demand. Yeah, so that's why it's number 3, unfortunately. Number 2 is Tinder. Oh, guys, Tinder stresses me. Tinder gives me anxiety. It's really not my favorite. I had to also just jump in there because it's the most popular, and most of its things are free, so it's great. And let's get to the cons. Tons of options. If you like variety, Tinder really does deliver. You'll get anybody and everybody. You get to see also who liked you without paying for it, because you'll find that on Hinge and on Bumble, in order for you to see who has even liked you, you have to pay a particular premium. But Tinder has this new feature whereby if you're swiping, it can already tell you that, oh no, that person has already liked you. And then you can decide, oh, since you like me, do I like you? I wonder. So that's also nice. The cons about it, the algorithm struggled to pick up my type. So what should be happening is, when you are intentional on your swiping and you're swiping on the particular type that you like, you should be seeing more of that than anything else. And I saw that happening with Bumble. I saw that happening also with Hinge. They got it, and they started just sending me profiles that were really to my liking, because your girl has made quality matches, sweetie, quality matches. But Tinder just threw zonke bonke at me like bang, all the time. So I did not like that. The other con is that, again, many low effort profiles and poor quality. I have never seen so many Android pictures. I'm kidding. That's why it even fell out. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. And I sort of, Samsung is better than an iPhone anyway. We know. I'm really also girl fanning Huawei. Love Huawei. So yeah, I know. I'm kidding. Sorry. I'm kidding. But a lot of those pictures that I saw, the picture quality was atrocious. Like, are you shooting with a 2-megapixel phone? No. Are you shooting with a Motorola? Back in the day we had Motorola. What's the other phone that's out of work now? Are you shooting with the Sony Ericsson, brother? Are you shooting with, one of my favorite was I had a Sony Ericsson actually. Are you shooting with Nokia 3310? 3310 didn't even have a camera, but is that what you're using? Because what is up with these dusty pictures? And I think some of the pictures, the men are lying about their age. So the pictures are dusty because you're taking a picture of a picture. Because because I really like mature men, obviously, because we're dating older. I mean, younger, it's fine. But so what they're doing is they're taking a picture of a picture, and the pictures are coming out dusty because you're not showing us the recent you. The recent you of the version of 2025 is not what I'm seeing here on my profile. And that's where the danger is. Because why are you looking dusty? Why are you looking pixelated? Why are you looking like, that brown sepia Kasutu, 1996. And you are here claiming to be 44. Sweetie, I can see that you're 56. Own it. It's not a problem. You know what? Let me keep quiet. Basically, with Tinder, if you're looking to explore, that's your place. It's really better for casual swiping than meaningful connections. Yeah. Let's get to number 1. As you can see, the pros are so many. I think this is going to be the one dating app that I'm going to keep. And I'm going to get off it because, like I said, I'm tired. I'm going to take a break. But when I do, and when I am ready to come back, I think Hinge will be the one, because profiles are detailed and thoughtfully filled out, and they make it that way intentionally. You can't move forward without having filled this in. If you haven't filled A, B, C, D, we can't. And also, and I have never seen so many quality pictures, because, and I realized with one, I handed in, it wasn't blurry, but it wasn't bad, but it wasn't up to Hinge's standard. And Hinge was like, sorry, we can't post this on your profile, my love. Sorry, we can't. So that's why it is built for I love it. So it also has a unique feature like voice notes, and which gives it a little bit of that personality. I abuse it all the time. This is me always in the voice notes on my profile. Hi, I'm Siva. And also you get to hear the other people with their voice notes. You get to hear their voices, how they sound like, what they have to say, and most of the time, from what comes out of their mouth, you will just keep moving forward, so again, there's high quality matches and engaging conversations, really. And I think because you've taken that time to really fill out your profile, you do take the time when you have those deep connection, like a connection, to have a conversation with someone. And what I loved about it, men on the app, they were very clear about their intentions, and it was so refreshing. And most of them were looking for something serious. And I think it's also how my profile was set up, and because of the people that I was swiping on, the algorithms locked in to all of the long-term, because you can say it on your profile, long-term, short-term, what are you looking for? And because mine was mostly locked in on long-term relationship and meaningful connections, I got a lot of those. So that's mostly what I was seeing, and I loved it. And I thought, again, the algorithms were really dialed in for me into what I wanted, and kept giving me all of those profiles that were really meaningful, that I loved. There was a time it was showing me a lot of men that were in finance, 6'4", and technology, but again, all of them had meaningful connection. What else? They were Christian. Like the algorithm it was really, really, really dialed in, The cons, though, the paid version is very expensive. Especially in rands, maybe in the US it's fine. In US dollars it's okay, but us here, when you convert that money is not for jokes. And I always say, pay for love if you can pay, because if it's something that's important to you, pay the premium, especially on Tinder. Please pay. Tinder is affordable. Pay for that premium so that you don't have time to be looking at all of those nonsenses. You just see who likes you like them back, it's done. And then and other things, or Bumble, if you try to enjoy Bumble there. But Hinge is really, 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 really expensive. I think there's Hinge Plus and Hinge X. It started at $399 to $499. That's taxi money in this economy. That's groceries. That's a lot. Another con is that they only give you 8 free likes per day. And in as much as, yes, it forces you to be intentional on who you do swipe on, it made me very strict now. Like, too strict. Like, I was looking for someone who was perfect, that fit each and every little thing that is on my list. Not that I have a list, but you know what I mean? So because I know I only have 8 swipes, I have to be so intentional. And there were other profiles that were like, they were not terrible and they were okay, but is it okay enough? Can I really waste my 8 likes and my 1 like on this person? And that I did not appreciate at all. So if you're going to do that, at least I would have felt like, give us at least 10 to 15 free likes. Okay, 10 is still 15 to 20 free likes a day. It still will make us very much conscious about who we're swiping on, because again, it's building that limitness. Because I know Bumble also has a limit, but Bumble's limit is very much understandable. This limit with this price point, leave me out of it. But I know that even though it's pricey, the value is real. But that value is not acceptable for all of us. I'm sorry. I believe in investing in your love life, but I also don't want you investing at the cost of your essentials. No, thank you. Let's get to my final thoughts on the matter. But before I do, what is Ntebeleng has to say? Ntebeleng says, then I complained about load shedding in South Africa when people are forced to be married to have a job. Shem. Sweetie, you have to hang on to that job. Get a man. Okay, my final thoughts on dating apps would be, let's get to look at me in my little eyes. Wait. Let me make sure that you see me well and nice. There I am. So please, quality over quantity. Don't swipe and over swipe. You're just going to be wasting your time, especially since today's show is dedicated to single mothers. You do not have the time to be swiping on everything and everyone. Okay, so quality over quantity. Meaningful connections is what you're looking for. So do that. Again, effort attracts effort. Don't be this person, you match with someone, you're quiet. Bumble will require you to speak first if you're on Bumble. So speak first before it disappears, because it does disappear and you lose out that connection. But then again, even on other apps, when it comes to having a good conversation, Give it your best shot, because you're not talking to Chat GPT that you can disappear for 2 days and then you come back and you think this human being is still gonna be there. No, no. So effort attracts effort. Connection over convenience all the time. Just because this person is 2 kilometers, because Tinder tells you how far or close this person is. But there's nothing to this person that is aligned with your values. But you're like, I haven't dated in a while. It's better to do not do that to yourself. Okay. Again, choose the app that matches your energy and your goals, because every app is different and it caters to different things. Don't go broke trying to find love. Yeah, it should add to your life, not take from it. And if you're on a very tight budget, start with the free versions and then you maximize your profile quality and you will see that you will really get hits. I know I'm still have to do a masterclass on how to build your profile and optimize it. So I guess this is our final episode. The next one that I will do, but it won't be live. It will just be a vlog that I leave here for you so you can watch it when you are free to do so. Now, speaking of online dating, the world of online, I would be remiss if I did not talk about the dangers of online dating. Because online dating has attracted just the internet in J. Manipulators, scammers, you name them, catfishers, predators, you name them, they're there. Okay, yes, it's working to connect certain people, but it's still not the safest of places when it comes to individuals, right? You guys watched it. Do you remember the Tinder swindler? Was the Tinder swindler last year or the year before? I don't quite remember. Was it that? Okay. Yes, but that was even playing. So there are certain people, really plain old creeps, that are lurking behind. So let's go through some safety measures, because I don't want you, hey, see what the whole season is telling us to online dating. And after that, I found myself in a situation with someone who was dangerous. No. Safety first, safety always. So please, here are some red flags that you need to look at. Sorry guys, I need to just cough just a little bit. Pardon me. Wait, sorry. Oh, I'm back. Okay, are we together? I had to, sorry about that. I had to mute my my mic just a little. Now I'm moving things that should not be moved, because I'm trying to make sure that the mic is fine. Is the mic fine? Is the mic fine? Okay, cool. Oh, and it's picking up here. Great. So let's look at some red flags that you need to watch out for. Number one, if it's too good to be true, this person is in oil and gas, but he's forever available and dresses like not oil and gas. Okay, selling you dreams. He's a millionaire. He's an astronaut. Like some of the things you can hear, hooray, this thing is not holding water. So if it's too good to be true, it probably isn't true, right? And if this person or this profile does not have personal photos, it's only memes, it's only stock images, don't bother. Run in the opposite direction. But here's one thing that I need you to be wary of. People that are always rushing into intimacy are usually predators and scammers and love bombers. 3 texts already, I've never felt this way before. I know guys, I know you ladies are amazing. But after one conversation, this person is in love. From where? From what? With what information? Nah, guys, please. No, be wary of that. Again, men that tend to be vague and inconsistent with their answers, because their story keeps changing. If that happens, your interest should also change. And that's why it's important. Don't get consumed too much into people so quickly. Give it time and a consistent effort, so you see the things that they say. Are they even lining up? Do you know what I mean? So please, vague and inconsistent answers are also a no-no. Of course, from the first couple of dates, you're not gonna just be sharing everything about each other, but after a while, you've been talking to this person for 2 weeks, but still there's something about him that you know nothing of, or something about her that you know nothing of. Again, this person doesn't hold water, but he's charming. And we talked about that. We talked about charm and charisma, and we said, what is that? It's not all of the signs of goodness. Yeah. And finally, overly dramatic soap stories. Please don't fall for that. Because what people usually do, especially men, when it comes to women, they play to your empathy, because you're like, oh, what's gonna happen? I will tell you something that just happened to me about 3 days ago. True story. I should have screenshot it, but I didn't. What's the past tense of screenshot? Is it screenshot? I should have screened it, but I didn't. So, oh guy, let me tell you the story. Oh guy, we match. It's great. Blow by blow. He sends a smiling face emoji. I send a smiley face with a hand, and then a girl that's raising her hand to say hello. And he says, hello. And then I go, hi, hey you, how are you? No, I asked him no. He asked me first how I was because I said hi, and then he goes, hey, how are you? And I'm great, thanks, having a wonderful day, blah, blah. And then it was my turn because that's how greetings go. I went, hi, how are you doing today? Ish, when it started with an Ish, he goes, Ish, yeah, it's just that my father died today. How are we starting this conversation with condolences? Make it make sense. How am I already in a duke, in black, singing, shala. Sorry guys, my pitch is off. Shala. Wait, I need to put the vibe. Shala, shala nami. I'm already in hymns. How am I already in condolences in this conversation? Listen, I kept it very basic. I said, maybe you shouldn't be on the app. He's like, no. The thing is, I need a distraction. I was like, yeah, well, I don't think this is the place for you. But anyway, please be comforted. And I unmatched as quickly as possible because number one, we can't be here, guys. I just met you and already you're dropping this bomb on me. Secondly, I'm not grief counseling you. What is happening? No. So I literally exited stage left. Lemu says screenshot. Past tense of screenshot is screenshot. Thank you, friend. You lifting up in prayer. You're like, imagine, I just met you. I just matched with you already. I am it. You know how when you visit people that are bereaved, guys, you have to come with a little bit of a hymn. You can't just come just in jail. You come with a hymn already. No, man. No, so be wary of that. Be wary of overly dramatic sob stories. Now, how are we keeping each other safe? Keeping yourself safe. Number one, please keep your personal details private. Don't share your full names. Don't share your address. Don't share your workplace. And for the love of everything beautiful, in dollar signs and rands, do not share your financial situation very early on. There are scammers and chancers and predators out there. They will swindle you. Guys, they will swindle you out of money. Women that have been financially swindled before, it's not that they're dumb. It's really, really not. There's been some really smart women that their emotions have been played with, playing to your kindness, to your sweetness, to your caringness, to your everythingness. And you're like, yeah, a little 1,000, a little 2, a little 3. You are in the hole. A little loan. Next thing, you've taken out a loan for this guy. Yeah, because you just said, when you have top position, you earn. You're fine. No. Again, video calls are a must. I am do that all the time. No video, no date is my thing. Because again, it filters out the catfishers and the fake people. Meet in a public place. Your safety always will come first. Let a friend or a family member know where you are. There's so many people. I think I have close to 7 people that know my location at all times. So, because I've been online dating, so safety always. And again, ladies, there's something that God has created in us when it comes to our gut, and that Holy Spirit really talks to you. Listen and trust your gut. Don't look for evidence. Don't think that you're crazy. Don't over explain how you're feeling. If something is off, believe it. It will save you from so much. Yeah. Again, don't exchange numbers. You've just spoken to this person for 2 seconds already. When he goes, give me your WhatsApp number, WhatsApp number. Use the app chat. If you can't talk to me here, which we're using the same system, what makes you think now on WhatsApp things will be better? You get me? So now 10,000 people now are having your numbers because you just keep exchanging numbers of after numbers after numbers after numbers. And I've seen that a lot. One conversation, 3 lines in, someone's already asking me. Like I had close to 8 of them already. Can we switch? You just said hi already. Can we switch to WhatsApp? To do what? We can talk here. Say your things. What do you want my number for? Please. So again, they take that to run your name, run your number because, they can check it through your phone. And if you can, not if you can, you should research who they are. Always research their names if you have it. A quick Google and social media check can really save you. And set boundaries early on. If they push them now and you guys are in no man's land, you are nothing to each other, but this person is already pushing their boundaries with you. In a relationship, you will not have a thing called boundaries, sweetie. They're not going to see it at all for nothing. Yeah? So those are just my 2 cents worth. I hope that will help, but I still will do a deep dive into online dating profile optimization, safety. There's some safety features also within the apps themselves that you can now utilize. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Guys, can you see me underneath all of this hair? Can I see myself? Lord have mercy. But it really went down. You should have seen Tibalek and I when it was fresh. Guys, it was this thing of loving volume. Oh, it will be the death of me. It will be the death of me. Anyway, single mommies ready to date? Let's talk. Alrighty. So we have a question here. Let's get to it.
Hello, Sibo. Ruke here. I'm a single mom of one who's trying to get back onto the dating scene, and it hasn't been going so well. So I just want advice from you and the ladies in the community on how I can get back onto the scene, how I can put myself out there, and how I can meet new guys, especially as someone who's a professional, a busy professional, and a full time mother. How do I make time to date?
Yeah, I love this question. But it was such a broad question, and I knew that I'm sure it will need more than just how I concised it into these 4 points for the sake of time. So there is going to be a part 2 where we will be deep diving again for those that want to date, not just online. This is primarily for online because season 1 we're doing online dating, but when we deep dive into dating actually outside in real life, how you can do that. So I try to be concise, but I'm just letting you know if it's not enough. I know. It's just a teaser. I will have a full one for you. But here are the 4 ways that I tried to give you guys tips and tricks and hacks and combine all of that without taking too much of your time because you're busy mothers. Even watching this for an hour, I've taken too much. Let's start first. So the number one question or pain point is how do you then balance dating with your responsibilities as a mom? Because what are we dealing with here? We're dealing with not enough time. We're dealing with not enough energy and not enough emotional bandwidth. It's too much. It's really too much. So I would say, first and foremost, set dating hours just like you would your work hours. Rukia was even saying she's a corporate hun. So the same way you streamline your tasks at work, do that same thing for yourself in your own personal life. For example, if you're on the apps, you only use the apps after the kids go to bed. You're just saying between 8 and 9 is fine. Between 8 and 9, or I'm only going to jump on here on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Schedule it in the way that you will schedule your fitness, your gym, all of those things. And for you who wants to maybe just date in real life, IRL, and not on the dating websites, you say to yourself, really, I want to put myself out there. So maybe twice a month, I will make time to put myself out there, or meet up with friends, go to that place where I know, there are men of a certain age with a certain caliber, sit nyana there, have a little bit of a coffee or a cocktail, a little something, that you schedule it in and you make that time work within your time frame and within your schedule, because Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, picking up the kids, you put it down. You are a super mom, so you know how to schedule. So do that. Set dating hours or dating days just like you do with your work hours. Secondly, batch your dating efforts. Tell yourself, I'm only spending 30 minutes on Sunday reviewing matches and responding, because then you don't make it a daily chore, and it also doesn't feel like a chore, because the moment dating feels like a chore, and that's where you get overwhelmed. You're like, well, what am I doing? I'm already tired. So that's another way you can batch your dating effort. It goes back to, if you want to go out, you just say, I'm going out once this month. And even with the person that you're chatting with, you're like, I can only respond, we can check in, do a quick phone call here, there, and here, right? Which brings me to point number 3. Use your voice notes. Use those voice calls. This thing of dating AMA 2000 that like to text. We don't have time for texting. No. Phone calls. Phone call, quick, fast. We do a weekly check-in. Every other 2 days check-in. 3 days check-in. It's fine. It saves you time. It fills that out, especially when it comes to the matches on the app. For those of you that are dating online, it filters out weak matches before investing in like a babysitter or an in-person meet. Even for who doesn't have a child, I promise you the phone calls have made a world of difference. It has really filtered out the time wasters, the non-seriousness, the ones that I don't even have a spark, not just a spark, but I don't have a connection with. I get on a call, whether it's video, because the apps, you can call already on the apps. You can video call. They don't have to have your number. You can call on the apps itself, voice call. You can call on the apps, video call. You can send a voice note on the apps itself, and get that exchange again. So again, if you're meeting someone in real life, the same thing. You tell this person, we have weekly check-ins, every other check-ins, quick, fast, you're in, you're out, you're done. The second worry could be, should I disclose that I'm a mom early on in dating? Because here comes, the fear of rejection, the fear of being judged, but then hiding a huge part of your life is not something that I know you don't want to do, because you're very proud of being a mom, and so you should. And the double standard here is that single men will always be dated. No one will be like, oh, you're a single dad, oh my gosh. But all of a sudden, if you're a single mom, it's like, yeah, no, that's a lot. I don't like that double standard. So how do we handle this situation? Put it in your profile, but please keep it light and keep it focused. And whatever you do, never put your kids' pictures on your profile. That's an absolute no-no. And I know I'm talking to mature women that would never do that, but I just had to say it because it goes without saying, right? Don't do that. So how do you put it in your profile in a little beautiful way? You can say, hey, I'm a proud mama of one. My tiny sidekick keeps me laughing. I'm open to building something real. Okay? Again, why you should include it in a nice, fun, flirty way is that you're using it as a filter, because anyone who is scared off by you being a mom isn't your match, and it's a good thing. You want to be with a man that knows that they want to be with you and holistically with you and how your life looks like. Okay, not get them connected and then next time, and then you have to start from scratch, because this person also doesn't know, doesn't want that, don't do that. Use that as your filter to get rid of the riffraffs. Yeah, this is really, really important to my mommies. I love you guys, but please don't make being a mom your entire personality. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't kill me, but I said it. I said it. Pardon me. Please stop making being a mother your entire personality. You are wonderful because you are smart. You are talented. You're ambitious. You're funny. You're romantic. You... Vivacious. Say, there's so much to you. There's so much to you. So please lead with that, right? I don't want a whole bio paragraph stipulating how much of a mother and the birthday party of your child. Even if you're a stay-at-home mom, there's still so much to you, right, than just being a mom. So I said what I said. You can fight in the comments, please. This one is also important, and I really needed to highlight it because I know a lot of women feel it. The feeling of guilt for even wanting to date, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, am I being selfish? Again, the double standard. Single dads, or even those that are widowed, they are rushed into remarrying quickly because you need a good woman, you need a woman by your side. But it's like women and mothers, single mothers, you must die by the altar of being a single woman. Die there. Yeah, that's who you are. That's what you must do. What do you mean dating for what? Dating for where? It's like you're stripped of your personality. You're stripped of your identity, stripped of your goal because there's this thing called a child that you... So I know. And that's what also perpetuates and weighs down on you in terms of that guilt of wanting more for yourself, that guilt of even wanting to put yourself out there, and you're asking yourself, am I being selfish because of the social pressure to say you're not a good mom if you don't put your kids first, which you already are, So how can we rewrite that script and that narrative? First, we flip the script by knowing that a happy mommy is a better mommy. Kids benefit from seeing their parent model self-worth, model boundaries, model joy, model life. Just being alive, you know? It's such a beautiful thing. I think we can all attest seeing our mothers now, outside of our mothers being our mothers, seeing that the women that they are, you're so in awe and you appreciate that, right? So be that for your kids. Secondly, set dating goals that are aligned with your values. So if you're dating with intention, not recklessly, then it is an act of self-care, not an act of selfishness. Should I say that again? For the people at the back who are still feeling the guilt, if you are dating with intention, right, knowing your values and knowing what you're looking for, you're not just out there having fun for fun's sake, right? You're saying, I want to connect with someone and have something meaningful. And this is not something that you should even be apologizing for or even trying to over-explain. Wanting love is not something to be ashamed of. Having a child or not, what does that take away from you? Just because you have a child or not, you must not have love. You are deserving of love. You and your little munchkins and your bundles of joy. Oh, but your bundles of joy are bunches of a financial struggle. But they're still bundles of joy. They're joyful. So yes, dating with intention is an act of self-care, not an act of selfishness. Lastly, please do involve your support system. That one best friend, that one sister, that cousin, that friend. Ask a friend, a trusted family member to help you babysit. Or most importantly, please let them be your support system during this dating journey, because it is a journey and you will feel like, ooh, what have I gotten myself into? Why am I here? It's so frustrating. As a single girlie with no munchkins at all, I am feeling the strain of it, and I tap into my girlfriends. I do. I really, really do. And this one is also important. How do I protect my children while dating? Because safety is important in the day and age that we're living in. We're even talking about emotional protection, not just physical. Yeah. And the timing around introducing this new partner or these people that you're having. First and foremost, please keep your dating life and your parenting life separate at first. No introductions until someone has shown consistency, emotional maturity, and clear, especially hereby clear intentions. Please, if a guy has not shown that, they are nowhere near your kids. Nowhere near, okay? Vet your dates like you would vet that babysitter or that helper that is coming into your home. Run a quick social media check. Listen to your gut, because we have heard horror stories. And every single time the woman was on something just didn't feel right. So please listen to your gut. Meet in the public places for the first few dates. You can't be, even if they pick you up from the streets, it's no, maybe at the corner. They must not know which house. If this is a brand new stranger, by the way, if it's a brand new stranger, please, yeah, someone that you've been seeing for 3 to 6 weeks, I think. Like I said, this is for at first. Again, create those boundaries for privacy. Children don't need to know every detail of every date. Please, guys, keep adult business to adults. Yeah, because now we are protecting them again, not just physically, emotionally. You're telling them about your special friend, Usipo. Next week, Sipo's not around, and then little George Junior is asking you, little George Junior, Sipo is gone, and then it's going to be who now next? It's going to be this person, this person, this person. So even that emotional protection is really, really important for your child as well. And let your kids know that they're still your priority, especially those ones that are old enough. I had to have a conversation with my niece. Tell me why this 15-year-old is all up in my business. When you get married, are you going to forget all about us? I was like, girl, is that what's been stressing you out? Because I've been talking about me going on dates and just prepping them and telling them there's going to be someone special in my life, and also most manifestation, like, you have to speak these things into existence. So I had to have a conversation with her about it, because honestly, I didn't even know that was one of her worries. That when I start having my own kids, will I just be, because they're my niece and nephew, just leaving them by the wayside? So reassuring them that dating doesn't replace your love or your attention. Now, For those of you that are in sticky situations with your ex, if you're in a healthy setup with your ex, this one doesn't concern you. You're good. You're fine. But for those of you that are in a bit of a sticky situation, what do you do if your ex is still involved in terms of you guys experiencing co-parenting drama? You guys are experiencing still jealousy. You are experiencing unclear boundaries. There's overstepping, and there's guys, we know the mayhem that comes with all of that. People like to talk about baby mama drama, but baby daddy yeah, I've heard stories. I've not just heard, I've witnessed. Yeah. So set and communicate firm boundaries, and especially if your ex is one that is very intrusive or emotionally reactive, and they try to poke you to get a reaction out of you. If that's the kind of partner or baby daddy that you're having, keep the conversation kid focused and neutral, because maybe they'll hear from a friend, or maybe even hear from the munchkin, or hear from somebody, and they'll throw it in your face. Do not react to it. Do not even catch the bait. You just keep going back to school fees. We're here to talk about school fees. Hey, listen, so the school fees, yeah, when now so Umjolo live. Hey, again, don't even answer. So school fees is due on the 12th, and right? Keep the conversation kid focused and keep it neutral. Your voice must not even Ozen. Next, don't let your ex guilt you out of dating. You're allowed to move on and find happiness. Please, guys, we've already discussed this earlier in the other points. You don't need to explain yourself for wanting someone. Just because you're a baby mama, you must now what? Die lonely because you have a child, please. And their feelings are not your responsibility. They are not your child. Your child's feelings is your responsibility, but not theirs. Yeah? So don't die at the cross of how they make you feel so guilty and so nothingness. That's a them situation. It's not something that you should, that's not the cross that you carry. Okay. Again, another important thing that you should be wary of, avoid triangulating your child, meaning don't use your child to send messages or updates about your dating life, because now when you're a little bit petty and maybe a little bit toxic, you want him to know that you're putting yourself out there, so you drizzle a little bit of information to the child, because it's gonna run, daddy, mommy is with her special friend again today, but the special friend you've only been talking to for a week, my darling. Beloved, yes, we can make him jealous, but you make him jealous by living your best life. Not by throwing someone who's temporary in his face, by using the munchkin. We don't do that. Why park the car there? You can't park the car there. Keep those worlds very, very separate. And the final point is, tell new partners that you do co-parent. When you get to that stage where things are getting serious with this person, be clear early on so that they understand the dynamics. Again, when this person has shown consistency, reliability, and commitment to union, yeah, not first date already. My co-parenting situation. Vulnerability is a privilege. Yeah, thank you very much. And yes, a mature partner will respect that. I have created something very beautiful for you guys. It is a heart-centered worksheet, and it is designed to help single mommies reflect on whether you're truly ready to start dating or not, because trying to also ease you back into dating, because not every mommy is ready to date again. Wait, I have to find it. I had a conversation with Tila today. So usually I send out WhatsApp messages and even on socials to just update my people on my phone book. Hey, here's today's episode. Here's what we were discussing. Now, Tila, my God, has been with me since day one. Tila said something to me so funny. Wait, I need to find it. I did tell her that I'm going to expose her. I did tell her because I found it so funny. Where is it? Okay, here it is.
Hi, Bosibo. I'm taking a break. Yo, imagine I have to sit through those irritating conversations of what's your favorite color again. I know, man. Oh, I don't have mental capacity for that right now. Maybe in 5 years I would have.
That's why I died. Where she went, maybe in 5 years. I thought Gail was gonna tell me, maybe next year, 2 years, and she was like, no. In 5 years, maybe I'll think about it.
a different perspective, but now, hi, no, 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 no. The show's starting at 7, eh?
It's that last part for me. The show's at 7 there. Like, yes, friends. Yes, friends. Yes. Love her. Love her, love her, love her. So I know not everybody is ready to jump back in just like Tila. But Tila, 5 years, babes. Baby, you're two, babes. 5 years. Nah. But yeah, she's focusing right now on herself and her munchkin. And again, it's understandable. But what I have created is something that you can download now and look at it later. Where is it here? It is. Do I have it? I wanted to show it to you. I think I did have it. No? Here it is. Here we are. Here we are. Okay. Yes. So that's the one that we have. So it is a questionnaire. So you're checking in to see where in the readiness meter you are. Not ready, kind of ready, or ready. And then for those that are kind of ready and ready, I gave you there some tips and tricks on how to, again, ease yourself back into that. I gave much more tips than I gave right now because of limited time. So please grab that freebie. It is already, did I put it in the description? I did. I already put it in the description below. That and much more freebies that you can look into. So I hope that has helped. For anybody who has more comments or more advice to give to all of us, I mean, this is a single mommies episode. Please feel free to drop it in our chats or even in the comments. Because we're a community and we're healing together. Like the weather, because this weather also, guys. Let me not get distracted. Sorry. For our final self-care challenge, I thought we should do something that's fun. You know what we're going to do? Your final one is to put on your most favorite music and dance. I want us to be back in our bodies and to use movement to fulfill us, to use movement to bring us joy. And again, in the spirit of Mother's Day, I'm going to be calling it the Mother's Day edition. So make a playlist for yourself that you and your mom would love to listen to, or make a playlist to yourself that you would like to pass on to your kids. Like if there are songs that I would like for my kids to know, these would be it. And please, when you do that, do a little dance off. Tag me if you're going to put it on social media. I'm going to do mine, and I really am going to put it on social media. I was just having a little bit of a hard time on Mother's Day, and I was like, I couldn't, but I think I'm strong enough now. I think Ogal is strong. She can do it. So yeah, tag me on those, and yeah, let's get dancing, let's get to movement, let's get to enjoying ourselves. And again, I think the beautiful thing about movement and enjoyment, you get to appreciate your body. We never really take that much time to be thankful of the bodies that we have and how much our bodies are actually doing for us. Most of the time we are criticizing our bodies, we are not satisfied, and we're this and we're that negativity fella towards our body. Let's take time really moving forward to appreciate the bodies that we have and have joy. Use movement to have joy in your body. Like your body also, it must guys, there's a beautiful book that I read couple of years ago that changed my perspective on how my body feels and how I should be treating my body. It's like how the body keeps the score in terms of keeping trauma in the body and how to release that trauma, because most of it is trapped in the body more than it is in the mind. And ever since then, I use movement a lot of times to to celebrate, to move, to feel better, even because there is that mind-body connection, and it does work in reverse. Lemo says Brenda Fassi, not sure I will post TikTok. Put it up. Brenda Fassi is in my top 5. Let me give you guys my top 5 that I have here. Or should I surprise you guys? Should I surprise you? Well, I'll surprise you. And then we have Demale Sibo, my friend, please. Sibo, my friend, please babysit for me tomorrow. I can't believe my words are being used against me when I said use your support system. I said use your friends and use your support system as a babysitter. First of all, friend, I didn't know you were dating. Let's just start there. Before I'm babysitting, let's just start by, we're dating now. Oh, is that what we're doing? But we'll talk about it. Nice to know you trust me with your kids. Okay, ladies, this has been such a joy. Like I said, it's been such a joy. I don't want to keep you any longer than I should. I just wanted to just give you a really, really good thank you and tell you what else to expect on the channel itself. So this is what I will be moving into in the next phase. We're going to be doing a Christian guided prayer meditation for single women, because you know what, we're in winter right now, we're hibernating, we're indoors. So let's take this time honestly to connect and even reconnect back to God and just feed the spirit. So it will be a Christian guided prayer meditation. It will not be live. It will be pre-recorded. We'll be on first thing in the morning, so you get time to listen to it in the morning, and we move on from there. I'm really excited about this one. It's going to be audio based, but it still will be on YouTube. And all you need to do is just put in your headphones, whether you're driving to work, whether you're walking to work, whatever, you can just play it and, you know, take a moment with the Lord for yourself. And really, and I wanted it to be for single women specifically because there are specific topics that we need to pray over, and there are specific hurdles that we need to pray over, and there are specific pain points. Oh, I'm getting emotional. There's specific pain points, there's specific traumas, there's specific generational curses that are just particular to single women. And I just wanted to bring that to the altar of the Lord for us. And I hope you will still be with me on that journey as well. I need to breathe for a minute. Sorry, guys. So thank you so much. Oh, goodness. Thank you so much, because I was in my head about doing 30 plus and in the wild, and I was in my head about the vulnerability, and I'm gonna say it out loud, and I'm gonna say it with my chest. I'm so proud of myself. Sorry. Oh, I don't want to. Lord have mercy. I'm really so proud of myself. I got over that first episode that was absolutely horrible. I got over the cringe. I got over who's going to take you seriously. Anyway, what do you know? And I'm in this journey with you, and I thought, you know, it's very isolating being single at times, because not just in the family also, but even at church, sometimes you feel ostracized or just left to the wayside, and no one can really truly understand that unless you have someone with you that's going through that with you as well. So I just wanted to create a very safe space, and a very, not just safe, what's that, there's safety and then there's honesty. I wanted it to be safe, and I wanted us to have honest conversations. Yeah. So I'm grateful. I'm really crying. These are happy, almost tears, because I managed to suck it up. I managed to. Let me go. Thank you so much. I'll see you during the prayer and guided meditation. I'll see you also for our master classes. We're still going to do our healing master classes. Until then, remember that love is in your favor. Good night.